Phantom Sounds Production. What up, sound?
You are go ahead. Hit that plus sign. Let's see those juice boxes, y'all. Let's see those juice boxes, y'all. Let's see those juice boxes, y'all.
So you need to watch this Guardians of the Galaxy.
Let's see those juice boxes, y'all. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Red Room Talk. You can find us here every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm your host, Jen. The Red Room Talk is a show about love, intimacy, and interpersonal relationships, including self, to erase different social stigmas. We are here to have candid discussions and cut through those stigmas to show that in the end, no matter your background, we all have commonalities when it comes to matters of the mind and the heart. Nothing is off the table in the Red Room Talk. Last episode, if you missed us, that's okay. You can find us on YouTube by clicking that link in my profile and subscribing. Last episode, we talked about the stages of dating, but this week we are going to discuss men versus women. With this week's topic, men are from Mars and women are from Venus. Tonight in the Red Room, we have an all-star cast. We have G-Way No Way, our Ding S, and my 20 McTwinnerton King of Diamonds, y'all. Top badge. Let's find out how the panel feels about men versus women. But before we get started, all I ask is you keep your mind open and your language clean. First things first, I'm gonna have the guests get in the box so they can introduce themselves, and then we will get started. Hello.
Yeah.
How you doing? How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing? Hello, all. Let's get it. It's Saturday.
Saturday. Oh, there we go.
Nurse.
I'm sitting here looking so stupid. I thought I hit the plus a long time ago. I'm like, what's she waiting on?
Oh, wait, now. We're waiting on one more and started.
No, we waiting on two more.
Two more. Oh, these nuts! Got him.
Look, I wasn't even gonna say it.
Yeah, tag tripping. I had been hit the plus a long time ago.
Oh no, baby.
Okay, so it wasn't just me. Okay.
Yeah. Tag tripping. I had been hit that thing.
So as always, we are polite here in the red room, and we let ladies go first. So go ahead, go ahead and introduce yourself, RDS, and then we'll let Key introduce himself.
Hey y'all, it's RDS, the co-host with the mo-hosts. So Mondays we got Spoiler Alert, which is every Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. So if you like movies, you want to spoil something, come be a guest with me and my co-host over here, King of Diamonds. And also I recruit for Getting Lit. So if you got some musical talent and you just, or you just like looking at music, come through every Thursday night. All three of these people up here we got the host and the co-host up here. So yeah, hit me with that fade. Hit us out with that fade. Check us out.
Okay, twin. Let's hear about what you got going on the app.
Yo, that's what's up, man. Appreciate you for having having us on the show. This is hey, we here now, y'all. Shout out to Big Gang. We in this thing with the content, shout out to
gang up her.
Way and Purpose with the newly featured shows, making the game look good. You know what I'm saying? Throw them juice boxes and them bells in the comments. Where them GQs at? What's up?
Hey.
Y'all know what time it is. But now, look, a little bit about me. My name is King of Diamonds. You can call me Kingy. Longest running music showcase show featured by the Tag out. Like RDS said, we got stuff going on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays, every days around this thing. But today is
for the weekend.
Yeah, man. So today is Saturday. Y'all know what we here for and all that. And just stick around. We might let y'all know about some other stuff we got going on.
Big facts. And if you don't know me, you can get to know me as G-Way, your co-host. I'm here every Saturday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can also catch me on Sunday, 9 p.m. Last from the Throne with Florida's Finest. Monday, we got Hood Feud. Wednesdays, I'm with Pity on Tales from the Hood. Sports Block coming soon. Thursday, you can catch me on Get Lit, the longest running musical showcase feature show on the app. Friday, you can catch me on Attack of the Zodiac Tags and Do This feature show at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just hit the fade button, follow me, check the story, because I am the story. Let's get it.
Okay.
Well, hello, everybody. I am the host, Jen and Juice. You can find me here every Saturday. You got to say it that way, or it does not count. Can I hear y'all? Saturday. All right. You can catch me here every Saturday, or you can catch me every Sunday for game mornings with the number one Bobo Wancho Number. Make sure y'all tap in with him and hit him with a favorite. He also has a feature show here on the app every Saturday at 4 p.m. called Pour It On with Wancho. And then every Thursday, I am a judge on the latest music show here on the app. Only music show here on the app, correct? Yeah. With King of Diamonds. Right there, my twin.
Shows. We got some shows.
Well, I mean, featured. Featured.
Yeah.
Couple
shows. But anyway, the latest one, Getting Lit every Thursday at 9 p.m. But other than that, y'all, I stream in the mornings between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. somewhere in there, so y'all can tap in. If not, just find me on Instagram, and please go subscribe to my YouTube, which is the icon in my profile. Click that. All right, but we will go ahead and get started, y'all.
That sound like the bell when you say it, like it's like tuning in.
I feel so retarded. I thought RDS chair was on fire.
The roof is on fire.
So the distinction between male and female is very real and very deep-rooted in human nature and human physiology. What's more, research indicates that it is universal from culture to culture, and it finds expression in almost every area of life. Humans learn the norms of society through the experience of living within it and interacting socially. However, we are not necessarily always aware of how or what we are experiencing and learning. In other words, people may be highly attuned to signs of gender and environment, while not necessarily being able to reflect on how these signs have become gendered. Thus, people see gender as complicated due to the lack of understanding. Which brings me right to my first question, which is, who do you believe is more complicated, men or women? And yes, why? Okay.
Who y'all think in the comments? I saw men. I seen them saying men a little bit in the comments. RDS, what you got?
Without a doubt, I'm gonna say women more complicated. Because we're very indecisive. We always think we right every time. It's like a list. Like I could go on and on.
Yep. See how complicated y'all is. Y'all got a list. So that. I'm going with women.
It takes a lot to please us. Like I can't limit it to one reason why.
I'm supportive. Hold up.
Supportive. What happened?
Hold on. I see a comment. I don't know.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. Redirect the question. What is the first
question? The question is, who is more complicated, men or women, and why?
Not unsupportive.
I mean, that's easy, okay? It's good.
Oh, that's my friend. That's why I get it. I'm like, hold up. I'm like, hold up. We hold up.
I thought you were talking about women. I'm like, no,
I thought he said women is unsupportive. I was going to say, run, watch out.
You see how much us women are complicated? We was about to tear you a new one.
Exactly. That goes to show right there. Look, thank y'all. Look, that don't mind them. We practiced that right before the show. Okay, that was just a live performance.
Right here on the tag. You find us every Saturday. But anyway,
how the complication goes. Okay, and they just look. I don't even have to say nothing else. That was a prime example. That exhibit A.
I rest my case.
I rest my case.
Burn him at the stake, bro. I'm gonna burn him at the stake. Okay.
So wait a minute, that's supportive.
Hold up,
Exhibit A. Right? Yeah,
but really, beyond that, I mean, obviously we are emotional creatures, but do you really believe that women are more complicated?
According to the video,
yes, to the T. Yes. Oh my God. You know, if just to elaborate on it a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Just stuff like from what we already know. You know, men are more simple at heart. You know what I'm saying? You know, we want the, like almost like the bare necessities when it comes to it, like what women want to kind of change. You know what I'm saying? Kind of change up. Yeah. No.
Oh yeah, we might want this one day, and then the next day we don't want it.
Yeah, man. No, ain't nothing wrong with that, but it is something wrong with it at the same time. But it's nothing.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Co-host.
I mean, pretty much in a nutshell.
No. We don't need it. I need.
We all seen what it is. Women to be more complicated because I mean, like, it's an everlasting journey to please y'all. Because once we feel like we done please y'all want something different, something else. Y'all change like the weather. You know what I'm saying? You never know. One day, I want flowers and candy. Then when I get flowers and candy, I seen these new shoes. They so cute. Like, dang, I thought you just wanted flowers and candy. Yeah, it's real complicated. And then you got that certain time of the month. You know what I'm saying? Red flag time.
I was just about to sleep, so I'm like, my hand just went down. He just went down. He just went down.
Yeah, that's my reason. Y'all, a lot of y'all are crazy. A lot of y'all are crazy.
In a good way, Okay. I think we're both complicated for our own reasons, but I would say that women have that leg up just a bit, just because we are emotional creatures, and men think from a logical standpoint more so. But I would say that men are more complicated only because the communication part, because it's a hard. But hold on, before you say anything, Kingy, don't even shake your head. Because men don't open up as much, but that is probably because women don't listen a lot. So I was getting there. Okay, I already seen the look on your face.
Why would a man open up?
But no, but a lot of men, it's hard for men to open up, but it is due to the fact that a lot of women don't allow that. I just said that. See, so y'all already see. That's why y'all are more complicated now. I changed my answer. Strike that first one from the record. Changed my answer. But no, women are more complicated just because we are emotional creatures, and it could be one day I like one thing, and then the next day I decide that no, and then I really almost. You sometimes assume that your partner knows what you want without you saying it. You can't. Men are mind readers, and so just because of that fact, I will give women the fact that they are a bit more complicated. Just because we automatically assume that men are supposed to read our mind, that we want ice cream right now and our feet rubbed and all that jazz, and y'all have no freaking clue what is going on in our head. So I'll give y'all that one. But okay.
Accountability? Wow.
Accountability, yes.
Wow.
I'm very okay with accountability, but
Don't do that. We accountable.
Talk to the hand. If y'all are just pulling up, that's okay. We have so much more to come. We just discussed who's more complicated. Now I want to talk more about gender roles. I don't want to hear none of y'all in the comments. I'm just kidding. Make sure y'all drop your comments. Gender roles vary greatly depending on where you live, as stereotypes differ among countries and cultures. However, there are a few general guidelines you can keep in mind. These are some of the most common gender stereotypes. Women in the kitchen. One of the most common and hurtful stereotypes is that women should be the ones taking care of the cooking. For example, while men are expected to leave the house to work a job, women are expected to welcome them back with prepared meals, as they should. Anyways, that's my opinion. Domestic chores. In the same vein, some societies also expect women to take care of all the chores related to the household because they should be the ones staying at home. Things like cleaning, taking care of the kids, and similar tasks fall to them. Masculinity. The idea is the masculinity is a stereotype imposed on men as they are expected to be strong, muscular, and tall. Personality-wise, the stereotype dictates that men should be dominant. That sounded really bad. Dominant and aggressive, never leaving room for more measured or sensible thoughts. But I want to know about something more specific. Work and aspirations. Men are often expected to occupy hard and public jobs, while women are thought of as being more suited for nurturing jobs, i.e. nurses, etc., teachers. Naturally, this isn't a full list of stereotypes. Plus, depending on where you live, some of these may not even seem prevalent at all. Yet, these are common stereotypes that have survived the Victorian era, despite the many battles for gender-related freedoms. So, this is on to my second question. What are the top 3 reasons why women are apprehensive to approach men? That is for RDS. And for the men, what do you believe those reasons are? And men, I want you to go first on this one. What are the top 3 reasons why women are apprehensive to approach men? And for the men, what do you believe those reasons are? But I do want the men to go first. Why do you think the top 3 reasons are for women to be apprehensive to approach men?
Like apprehensive?
Yeah, like, well, why is it? Like, why do you think women are more afraid to approach men first? Like,
because
they don't like rejection.
Because they don't they don't like the rejection, right? So typically they would, it's to stay more so in a woman's place and let that man make the first move.
Right. And a lot of women feel like it's a man's place to make that move. Woman can sit there all night with a girl talking about, ooh, he's so fine, he's so
right.
She
Gonna do this right here. She gonna do that little hair flip back thing.
I do that naturally, okay?
No, she gonna do. You gonna do it extra when he around though. You know what I'm saying?
Right. A little bit more complicated.
That's why y'all be licking your lips.
Yeah.
is a true statement. I can't even argue with that.
To lubricate the lies. No, I'm just kidding. So, I'm just kidding.
Lubricate the lies.
Oh, man, come on.
I'm just teasing, y'all. We're not here to debate. We're here to discuss. But RDS, what do you think are the top 3 reasons why women are apprehensive to approach men?
Well, I'm gonna tell you my top 3 reasons, and I think there might be, I don't know. Okay, so the first one is because like sometimes when we approach men, we might look promiscuous, so we might be hesitant to approach a man. Next one I got is fear of rejection. That's all. I ain't got nothing to say about that one. And the last one I got is just that like a lot of us want to be like wanted. Like if I don't see you like paying me any attention, I'm probably gonna like stay to myself because I want you to want me. You be in the middle.
For sure. I definitely say because women want, well, for me at least, and I'm speaking for personally, I feel like if I'm the first one to approach, although I let me state this, that I have no problem approaching a man first because closed mouths don't get fed. But I prefer the male to come at me first, only so I know that he's interested. Because if I feel like if he don't give me indication that he probably isn't interested if he doesn't come at me first. But that's the woman's thinking. Then also, I look at it as like, you know, a man is supposed to be like assertive and masculine. Well, so I feel like if he's not approaching me, then okay, then he might feel like I'm emasculating him if I come at him first. Like, am I gonna like freak him out or something if I like come at, or do you think I'm coming on too strong, or is it like the natural, you know, is this how it's supposed to be? Like, I know it's supposed to be the male coming for the female, but you know, I kind of look at it like, dang, am I kind of like messing up that role there, like if I come at them first? But if you really like someone, you'll go for them anyways. But you know, for me, that was kind of one of my reasonings. And then most definitely the fear of rejection, huge, probably the biggest. You know, nobody wants to be rejected, although I have no problem being rejected, because I feel like if you reject me, then you know, you're just pushing me, that you were just pushing me closer to the person I was supposed to be with. That's okay if you reject me. It's okay, because you just push me to the one that you know, was supposed to be with. But those, I think, are my top 3 reasons also.
We share the same reasons.
I just feel like it's just natural. Like, it's naturally supposed to be the man. I mean, even when you think about like prom and things like that, like, and then even so, like a man asking a woman to marry him, you know, it's always comes from the man. So it's kind of.
He definitely did.
Turn to the right.
But make sure y'all are commenting down in the comments too. I want to hear from y'all out there, and I will need you guys later in the show, so please stick around, y'all. But if you're just pulling up, that's okay. You have not missed much. We still have a lot more to discuss. We just discussed who was more complicated, and then we discussed gender roles. But we're gonna dig a little deeper, y'all.
That's what he said. Okay.
Somebody gets it.
I won tonight, Lord. I should do what I was.
Somebody gets it.
That is my twin. One of the most important aspects of overcoming gender roles is education. Children are sensitive to ideas such as stereotypes, so it is crucial to make them understand through teaching and playing that women and men are equal. As a parent, you could try to let your child play with a toy, any toy, regardless of assigned gender, for that activity. Trucks, for example, are commonly thought of as boys only, but can be enjoyed by girls as well. Assign chores equally among your children. For example, try letting your son cook and letting your daughter help with fixing something. Join your children for an activity that's not usually associated with your gender. If you're a man, you could try getting your nails done with your daughter. That don't mean paint them, okay, y'all? Give an example of how to deal with gender stereotypes. Many people are used to not giving respect to an authority figure if she's a woman, so try to give the opposite example. It is normal to feel like these changes aren't making a difference. However, in the long run, all of these attitudes matter through a constant battle against gender roles. Society may one day be able to break free of harmful stereotypes imposed on both men and women. A common stereotype is an assumption of a weaker sex. So with that being said, I'd like to know, do you believe there is a weaker sex and why?
I don't believe it. I don't.
Is there
I
a
don't believe
weaker? Is there a weaker sex? Ideas, what you got?
I don't.
Of course, there's a weaker sex.
Who's the weaker sex?
Are the weaker sex? What do y'all mean? Men are naturally stronger in every aspect when it comes to feelings, physical, like everything. Men are naturally stronger. We're not weak. Don't get me wrong. We ain't weak.
Real quick. Hold on.
We ain't weak by a long shot, but yeah, why not?
I mean, you know, what she said, because, I mean, that's how we made, like, I mean, as far as, like, women's strengths and men's strengths, women and men, I mean, we're different, you know what I mean? We're not equals. Like, the strengths of women might not be the strengths of men and vice versa. And that's just, as far as being stronger, that's just when you think of being stronger, when a woman's by herself, you know, like a single mother, she takes on her masculine energy because that's about survival. That's what, you know, I mean, and that's just that manly energy. You feel me? Somebody say
I don't think. I mean, me personally, I just think it pertains to what you like, the situation. Because, like Kingy said, women are stronger at certain things that men aren't. You know what I'm saying? They're good at nurturing and caring and being there for you. You know, motivational speakers. You know, the man, we're stronger when it comes to the workforce, fixing stuff, or being that shoulder you can lean on and cry on. You know what I'm saying? I think it's equal. But at the end of the day, it really boils down to the situation you're in. So, but at the end of the day, I think it kind of evens itself out.
yeah, it's a balance. You know, it's a balance. It's a balance.
So for me, I really don't believe there is necessarily a weaker sex. I think that each gender has their strengths. I mean, for Christ's sakes, women give birth. I mean, literally, birth is equal to breaking every bone in your body at the same time. And then, you know, the raising of the children by far is more the woman's role. But men, first of all, y'all have to uplift your women. You mostly are the ones who protect and provide. So your strength is in that. And men by far have the harder jobs in the workforce. I mean, you guys are doing the dirty work that women don't generally want to do. So I definitely, I think that is kind of equal for me. I won't say equal necessarily, but I don't believe there's necessarily a weaker sex. I think both sides have their strengths in both on opposing ends. But if y'all are just pulling up, that's okay. You haven't missed it all. We still have a lot more to discuss. We just discussed who is more complicated. Then we discussed gender roles and the weaker sex. And now we're going to see what the panel would like to know. Admit it. There are questions that you have always wanted to ask your friends of the opposite sex. You've probably wondered what goes on in their head or why they act a certain way. So we decided to help you with your unasked questions. And y'all, please do not be afraid to throw your questions in the comments. But what is one burning question you always wanted answered about the opposite sex?
Why y'all don't never know what y'all want to eat? Why does that have to be the most complicated question of all time? That's my question. That's what I want to know.
It ain't really just what to eat. That's the biggest, but it's like with that, it's like what to do. Period. What y'all want to do. It could be what y'all want to do. What y'all want to whatever. What you want to whatever.
And then hit us with that. It don't matter. It don't matter. And as soon as we choose something, they get an attitude like, you knew I ain't like this.
What movie, right? What movie? Oh, it don't matter. And then we
Any question.
They ain't interested.
Yeah, why y'all do that? Why y'all do that? Y'all say it don't matter, and then when we make a decision, it do matter.
It do matter.
Are we supposed to answer?
Say what's one question? I guess I don't know. Y'all supposed to answer that?
What is a burning question you always wanted answered about the opposite sex?
My question for them is basically the opposite of theirs. Like, why is it so hard for y'all to just say, hey, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and we're going to do that?
Because when we just said it, when we say we do this and do that, it's always, well, why you never want to something about Decatur? You know?
Not you through Decatur.
I'm just saying. That's what we get though as men though. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we get as men. So when we do that, you know, and then or it's what about what I want to do? And listen to my
ask me.
Yeah, you ain't ask me, So yeah, all that.
It's kind of hard to put your foot down when you untie my shoelaces.
I love you back, man. I love you back.
You're getting all emotional.
They like
The missus got him. The missus got him.
So I actually, I kind of want to ask this question just because I want the people in the audience, i.e. the women, to hear this. But what do y'all really want from us? What do you men really want from us as far as like? I mean, I kind of want a list. Like, what is it that you're really looking for to feel fulfilled by a woman?
Don't ask Kingy this. He talking about.
I know. I really want to hear it from both of you. Actually, but I want to hear it from G-Way first. I'm scared of Kingy right now.
What do we really want?
What do you really want from women?
I want love. I want affection. I want trust. I want to have the peace of mind to know that at the end of the day, I ain't got to worry about if mine is worried about somebody else. That's what I really want. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that I know is going to ride, somebody that I know that's going to be there regardless. If I'm rich or poor, you know what I'm saying? Regardless, you know what I'm saying? That's what I want, personally. You ain't even got to really be able to have to cook like that. I can cook for myself. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem with that. But yeah, just somebody that I know no matter what, they got my back. No matter what I'm going through, they're not going to go nowhere.
Well, didn't Rello just say that?
He literally just said that on G-Code. But,
wow.
He just said that. And that's just where I'm going with this. Like, most men, like, he didn't even hear him. You know what I'm saying? He probably, you know what I mean? He didn't have to hear him if he did. Like, because most men, we typically want the same thing. We just, for one, we want her to not be a slut, okay? That she just cannot be a promiscuous woman. You know what I mean? And we want her to be cooperative, submissive, and can she become an asset in my life versus something that's gonna take away, you know what I mean? And that's just all. That's it. Simple. You know what I'm saying? So.
And just for giggles and shits, I'm gonna say the word. I want to hear from you. Why do men don't like to talk when something is wrong? Actually, I feel like that's more of a woman thing. Like, we just don't. I feel like that's more of a woman thing. I mean, I'm pretty sure a man is more boisterous when something's wrong, and women will be like, "No, I'm okay, I'm good." Then more so than men. That's just my opinion, though. But I kind of want to hear the opposite. What do you want from a man to feel fulfilled?
I'm gonna say I want to submit. So I want to be secure in submitting. Like, I just want to be secure in submitting and in everything that I do, that you got my best interest, and that you're not gonna be on no F boy stuff.
F boy stuff. What do you mean?
I left my slang dictionary back on my live stream.
Y'all know what I mean. Y'all been on that F boy stuff at one point in y'all life, bro.
Dang. Look, being that I'm a man of God, I don't know what you're speaking of. Okay? I don't know what you're talking about.
You're not speaking, not English.
I'm gonna probably answer for that, and even though I'm not a man, Sash, but I think when they ask us something, sometimes they're probably trying not to blow up at you. I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes I think men are trying not to blow up with you. And you ever heard of pick your battles? It might be something that they're upset about at the moment, but it's not that big of a. It's not, to make it such a big deal. You get what I'm saying? So I think that might be part of it too. Is a lot of times we make a bigger deal out of stuff than men do, and then later, because we act off of emotion as women, then later we're like, dang, I just I just did all that crazy stuff for nothing, man, for nothing. But what I would say that for me as a woman, what I want from it is definitely reassurance. I definitely I say reassurance and to feel safe, to be able to, when a man creates a safe space for a woman, and it allows her to be able to flourish in her femininity. And when she flourishes in her femininity, it's easier for a woman to submit to a man. And when I say submit women, that does not mean you just bow down to him. I think a lot of you really look at that different, but and especially traditional relationships, allowing yourself to submit to your man is a good thing. That means that he is doing his due diligence, and you as a woman are safe and secure to allow yourself to let your man lead. But I definitely I think that is like the biggest, is just feeling safe and secure. Is what I believe a woman wants for a man. And tell us we're pretty and give us chocolate too, Anyways, if y'all are just pulling up, you're late, but that's okay. You have not missed much. We still have a little bit more to discuss. We just discussed who was more complicated. And then we discussed gender roles and the weaker sex. We discussed what the panel would like to know about the opposite sex. Now, lastly, what does this have to do with men versus women, you ask? Well, I want to know. Developing good communication is important in relationships, and that is just as true when it comes to sex, which is why knowing how to prescribe or how to describe what you want in bed is such a valuable skill. Piping up about a new turn on or wanting to try new positions can increase the intimacy between the two of you, or even rekindle the spark. I knew you were going to ding. If you and a long-time partner have plateaued in the bedroom, if you've just started seeing each other, the newness of your bond provides a great opportunity to start a dialogue early so that you both feel free to verbalize what you want on an ongoing basis. So that leads to my next question. What is one thing that you wish the opposite sex knew about satisfying you in the bedroom? Please keep it clean as possible because this is a featured show. But what is the one thing you wish the opposite sex knew about satisfying you in the bedroom?
Not so rough on the balls.
I was going to say two things.
Wait.
That's what I was just going to say.
That's the only clean way I can say it. Not so rough on
these nuts.
On the channel.
Stop them. Oh, Lord.
Oh, my God.
Rough around the past. Soul play.
Some of y'all be too rough. Y'all be that hurts.
So with all seriousness though, I really think like ladies, like women need to be more informed on the fact that, we as men, like we truly do not care about like your experience with other men. That's not valuable to us at all. You know what I mean? Like we want our women experienceless. So yeah, that's like one of the big ones right there.
I'm gonna say
that's okay.
a man, no matter how good you think you are, if I'm telling you I like it this way, you need to listen to what I'm telling you because that might have worked for the last person, but I'm different.
What about you, Jen? How do you feel? What do you want to say?
Hold up. I answered in my head.
Not you answered in your head. Look, this is a feature show. Every Friday,
That's
all this
okay.
stuff. No.
To be honest. So, I hate myself.
Spit it out.
Honestly, I guess it's subjective, really, for everyone.
You ain't taking the easy way out.
Right.
Sometimes we want you to get.
Look, being that she's a born again Christian, she can't answer these.
Okay, I'm just gonna say it. Sometimes we just want to be bent over and bang like a storm door in a hurricane, okay? With no questions asked, just take it, hold of it, and be a man. That's okay.
That's okay. Keep recording these shows if you don't want to.
Somebody gonna be in the DM right now. So about this storm door.
Not by somebody I love because I'm also a demisexual, so you know, there's that. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
Moving right along,
you know.
So you asked for it, so.
Yeah, you got
I did this to myself.
That's what she said also that one time.
And I will do it to myself. Never mind.
That is.
When you hear that sound, that was pretty weak because I didn't turn the volume up loud enough. When you hear that sound, that means we are at our hot seat question segment because Lord, it is hot in here tonight. We're doing things a little different this season. Our hot seat question is now left up to the fate of the audience.
Bam, bam, bam.
We're just not gonna play it today. Okay, well, dun. It's gonna happen later. Instagram.
That's what she said.
This is just not working out for me. Now y'all done screwed myself up. But if you want your question to be featured on next week's episode, make sure you guys go to my profile, click the icon, and follow me on Instagram, and look out for that hot seat question post, y'all. But now it's time for y'all to enter in the comments who you guys want to answer tonight's hot seat question.
They gonna say RDS in the comments. Watch.
I know he's man.
RDS, you can't type in the comments.
Yeah, you on the panel. That don't count.
Yeah. You trying to cheat.
I mean, somebody up here named
Why was everybody saying Jen? Hold up. I'm the host. Y'all just wrong as hell right now. I ain't never been picked.
I seen more Jens. I
know I'm telling the truth. I know you lying.
Yeah, I see two Jens.
I seen more Jens than anything.
Yeah, I seen Jen.
I think y'all are lying and you can't read.
We can read. There's another one. Jen.
There was 2 more Jens in the comments.
2 more Jens.
Because I just did not want to
Spell it out.
Spell it out in the comments.
I hate all of you.
That's okay.
I'm sorry. The show is now over. You guys, thank you for coming. No, I'm just kidding. But actually, for the first time ever, this week, Big Brother and 2 other people have actually asked me the same question or entered in the same question. They wrote in and said, whose past is more detrimental? This is your fault, twin. Whose past is more detrimental?
Where did this come from?
Right. No idea where this came from. 3 people sent this question to me. And I deserve to get right now, damn it, for this. Because I've just embarrassed the shit out of myself tonight, Lord. And I said shit on a live featured show. Anyways, whose past is more detrimental, men or women, and why? Oh, I hate my life right now.
You know, shit happens, you know. Jen, tell the truth.
Okay, I'm gonna be
honest. Matters the most.
Oh, it for sure is women's. It for sure is women's.
Oh.
And I would say that I wouldn't have really thought it until I really sat and had this discussion with a lot of people. But I definitely feel like that women is more detrimental because, let's be honest, if a woman sleeps around, I mean, she's going to actually have children, whereas men, they can have children of outside many women, and it's not really going to affect them because women really don't look at men in that way. Like, you could have 5 kids, and if he looked good and he got money, y'all are still going to date him. But if a woman's got 5 kids and 3 baby daddies, y'all gonna look at her like, who's a who? You know what I'm saying? And then you even got to think about too, like, if you look at a woman as an unsavory woman, it's really gonna like affect how you view her. Because for me, I can even say, because I was asked this question before, how many I've been asked the question, what's your number, how many men have you slept with? And I feel like a lot of times that's asked so that way the level of respect is what comes off of my answer. The level of respect you're about to give me is what my answer is. So I definitely do feel that a woman's past is more detrimental only because of those things, because women we kind of men have to really try for women, okay? Men actually have to really try for us. So, and we can just get y'all off of nothing, like air, an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? So, and the fact that a high caliber man is hard to get, so based off of that, like, let's be honest, a lot of women use their bodies and use things of that sort to get ahead.
And why would he settle for you when there's 100 of you?
Right, there's 100 women that show off their body that do those same things. So I feel like if a man wants a high quality woman, he's gonna look at you different if you've ever, i.e., done, we'll just say porn or even things that you.
Body count. Body count
for sure. But a man is going to look at that because a lot of times men want to view you as that they're the only man you've been with.
Damn, let me drink some water right quick. It was like
juice.
Look, I'm all out of juice.
But a lot of men want to experience those things as first with you. And if you've already been with 30 men, I mean, how many firsts are you really gonna have with her? Or you can say, oh, I've already did that, or I've already done that, or I've already done this, I've already done that. But a lot of a man wants to experience things with you or show you things. But if you've already been everywhere and done everything, how can he really show you anything? I mean, because you've already done this with George, John, Peter, Paul, and every other Tom, Dick, and Harry out there. So, I mean, I do believe that a woman's past is more detrimental. I hate y'all right now, though. But I definitely do.
That's okay.
That's okay. I still love y'all. But I definitely do believe that a woman's past is more detrimental just because of those things. Because, women are supposed to be viewed as like, the beautiful thing. Women are supposed to be viewed as beautiful and nurturing and sacred. And if you're out here, I'm sorry, but you're out here, showing off everything you got, what kind of man really is gonna want to wife you up or even date you? Because any man can get it. I remember even Steve Harvey had said on one of his shows, and I've always kept this in my mind. He said, if you take the imagination off a man, the chase is over. And it really made me even look at myself, because sorry, but I have some nice assets, and I used to very much not care about showing them off. And I don't mean just showing them to everyone, but accentuating those assets. But when I looked at myself later and I was like, you know what, how can I judge other women for being half naked if I'm not really looking at not really doing those things myself? So I had to really clean up my act and how I wanted to be viewed, because how can I ask a man to respect me if I'm not respecting my own self or my own body? You really can't ask that of a man if you're not even respecting yourself. And what kind of man wants a woman who every man can see? I'm sorry, but if you got OnlyFans and I can go click on you and pay $5.99 for a month, why would I f you? Anyone can get it, obviously, for $5.99 a month. So I kind of look at it like that. You know what I'm saying? That is cheap. But
I'm gonna throw my 2 cents in on the subject.
But I do want to hear, y'all can go ahead and weigh in too. We do have a few minutes, so y'all can weigh in too.
Don't worry, y'all. I got this, because if you look at it like this, if you a man with a whole lot of money in his pocket, you at the car lot, you can go get any car you want. So y'all gonna go pick the car with all the miles on it that looks nice, or you gonna pick that brand new beautiful ass? Oh, oops, sorry. That brand new beautiful unused, never been. Which one you gonna pick? You got the money. If you got the money, you gonna pick the newer car. And that's why past matters. That's why past is detrimental for a female. The men, if y'all think about it, they're gonna say y'all can say all day men get looked at as HOEs too. But if you really like deep in your mind think about it, what has that really stopped a man from getting? Nothing. As long as he's still clean and he still can get whoever he wants.
And a lot of times they're looked at like the man, because women really, when a man, like women a lot of times choose the man that every woman wants. Like it's almost like it's like a competition. It's like they like why would you want something that's undesirable to other people almost? It's that masculine energy. It's like y'all can smell it. I swear, because let's even think about this in the aspect of the app, right? When you think about, but look at some of the top numbers for money here on the app. Women crowd around them, right? Because women go for a lot of women go for material things, especially if they're unsavory women. They're looking for one thing and one thing only. A lot of men, y'all aren't even really looking for a boyfriend or a husband. You're looking to get your bills paid. So you're going to go for the man who has the most clout, which equals the most money. So I definitely look at it like that too. But I like what you said though. When it like looking at it like the miles on a car is like number of bodies. I definitely agree with that.
Because us looking at a man, we don't even look at men body count. We don't even like care about a man's body count, honestly. As long as you ain't got some uncurable stuff, we don't care about that. That's true.
And we kind of like when you're experienced, because if you're not experienced and we have to teach you something, we're probably going to tell our friends.
You're not gonna.
Girl, you tried to do the ABCs. Don't do it.
I don't want to mess with them.
We're gonna tell our friends. I'm telling you, we're gonna tell our friends. But if y'all are just pulling up, it's almost over. Tonight's topic was men are from Mars, women are from Venus. You're definitely late. I know we're ending a little early tonight, but you can find us every week on YouTube, which you can find by clicking the icon in my profile and subscribing. Please go subscribe. We have some great shows coming up this season, and we have had some great shows. I think we got like 60 episodes on there, so y'all, there's a lot to watch. But every week I do come to this place of healing, or this to conclude the show. So I'm going to wrap up the show with a quote, and then I will let you guys go ahead and give your outros. But those top 3 gifters do win a graphic. So y'all don't be afraid to gift, okay? But the quote is, both men and women should feel free to be sensitive. Both men and women should feel free to be strong. It is time that we all perceive gender on a spectrum, not as 2 opposing sets of ideas. Emma Watson. Y'all, this has been the Red Room Talk. I appreciate each and every one of y'all for pulling up, y'all. But definitely, I've appreciated having y'all on here tonight. Definitely love hearing y'all's answer. Of course, Twin, it's always a pleasure. RDS, it's always a pleasure. But yeah, go ahead and y'all can give your outros, and then we'll go ahead and wrap it all the way up.
Yeah, my outro. I'm RDS again, big co-host to Spoiler Alert every Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. So like if you want to come join in on a movie review, hit me on Instagram, hit King of Diamonds on Instagram. And if you got some musical talent, hit me, hit anybody in this room with a fade, really, because we all part of the team pretty much. Other than that, go check out my YouTube. It's in my bio. All my buttons in there. So hit me with those follows and likes and subs and all that.
Big RDS, man. I'm gonna go get up out of here too in a minute, man. Thank you, Jen, for having us on the show and everything. G-Way, you already know, man. We locked in. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, everybody that came through to bless us with y'all presence. And man, I got a lot going on. Just hit me with the follow on Instagram. Most definitely follow the YouTube. You already know. But most definitely, I need y'all to go check me out. Check my first episode of my mini series just dropped. Bruh, where is my car? It's on the Roku app. So make sure y'all go over there and check us out. Just tap in with me on Instagram if you need a link or something. I got you. Tap in with us though. We got a lot going on, man. A lot of new feature shows. G-Way got his show featured. We got Purpose show tomorrow, so make sure y'all pull up tomorrow to 7 p.m. Eastern or whatever for Purpose show. Success after setbacks. Let's go.
Let's go, Purpose.
Congratulations.
Big congrats. Big congrats. Make sure y'all hit me with the fave. Like I said, we got a lot going on. Definitely make sure y'all pull up here on Saturdays at 10. Check out the feature show on Fridays at 10 as well. There's a lot going on. So just hit me with the fave. Check the IG. Check the story. Follow the YouTube. Like, subscribe. G-Way or no way.
Yeah.
I'm the host, Jen and Juice. You guys can find me here every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on the Red Room Talk, y'all. But if you don't find me here, you guys can find me tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. for Sunday game mornings with Wancho Number right there in the comments with the juice boxes. Make sure y'all tap in and hit him with a favorite. He also has a featured show here on the app every Saturday at 4 p.m. And yes, he does have a birthday coming up, so make sure y'all pull up on the 20th, y'all. We're having a big old party, so make sure y'all come tap in. It's going to be a great show. It's going to be following his featured show next week, so make sure y'all tap in. There's some great things happening that night, so make sure y'all tap in. But other than that, I am also a judge on Getting Lit with Kingy every Thursday at 9 p.m. So make sure y'all tap in then. But other than that, in the mornings and nights and somewhere in between, just go follow my Instagram and please go subscribe to my YouTube, y'all. Don't be afraid. I need them subscribers so we can get a little bigger on there too. But yeah, that's it. Thanks. Get the fuck out.
Please. That's not okay.
It's not okay. Hold on. There's not no motherfucking game.
Quantum Sounds Production. What up, sound?